Good evening, and welcome to Having a Drink with Mink. I'm your host, Jason Mink, and tonight, I hope you'll be joining me. Well, I know you're joining me, but I hope you'll be joining me and having a nice beverage. Hope you got your feet up by the fire, your dog, cat, / non-declarative pet of your choice is sitting there beside you. Maybe you have some sort of support crustacean who's keeping you company. Cheers to you. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for joining us on this very special episode of Having a Drink with Mink. And why is it so special? Why is it so special, Larry? Larry, our producer. Right. Yeah, but no one's going to know that. Nobody knows who that is. Well, no. It's not like these people subscribe to a newsletter of your life. Would they like to? I think we're getting a little off track here, folks. Let's get right to it. But first, oh yeah, Sweet Lady Liquor eases the pain. We're going to talk about Anthony Albez. Anthony Albez is a group moderator for the Old Guys Who Like Old Comics, and he's been doing good work for us for many years. Anthony had a little scare a couple days ago, but it's looking like things are on the up and up. The sun is shining for Anthony, so we'd like to say cheers to you. Thank you for all of your work that you've done on behalf of the group. I hope everyone out there will raise their glass to Anthony and say, good health to you, my friend. Indeed, that's right. Before we get to anything else, I'd like to say hello to the Dollar Bin Bandits. That's right. Oren Phillips, and Joe Marcello. See, I told myself I wasn't going to screw that up. And yet I did. It's just like I have these notes here. Initially I'd gotten another set of notes. I couldn't really make head or tail of these. I think that maybe I wrote them in a bit of a state earlier. Can I get a close-up of these notes here, Larry? So yeah, those are clearly no good, but as far as what I do have here, that's Oren Phillips and Joe Marcello. They're the Dollar Bin Bandits, and they got a new YouTube channel. That's right, can you say it with me now? YouTube channel, and it focuses on new books and old. Make sure you check them out. Go to the link below. I hope to be featured on one of their shows very soon. Wink, wink. Okay, what's next? What could possibly be next? We've got 7 Batman Oddities. That's right. You spoke and we delivered. You asked to see 7 Batman Oddities. Trust me, there was a place where many of you asked. I can't show you that place right now. I've been sworn to secrecy, and saw all sorts of paperwork and lawyers and litigation and stuff like that. But you asked, and I'm going to show you 7 Batman Oddities. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Bat smokes. Common consensus is smoke 'em if you got 'em. And in the 1960s, Batman had 'em. Just like regular squares, the Bat Cigs came 22 a pack and featured this big, bold graphic to convince any naysayers. Light up or he'll blast you. And while today these are marketed under the less provocative term candy sticks, well, we all know the real deal. Batman Thingmaker. This next one may ring a bell for you children of the 60s. It's the Batman Thingmaker. And what's a Batman thing? Hey, that's your call. Make keychains, bracelets, pencil toppers, or, for the sophisticate, bat cubes for your beverage. It's from the good folks at Mattel, who brought you the legendary Thingmaker and its uncanny companion, Creeple People. Was it dangerous? Oh yeah. But the best fun often is. Batman Crazy Foam. Superheroes have the incredible ability to appear just when you need them, and the bathroom door is no barricade when Batman's involved. He's made the crazy foam scene to keep you clean, dispensing the cleansing lather from his petulant lips. Don't try and resist. He's brought friends. And while for some, this is all well and good, I prefer my bath time companions to be a little less foam-oriented. Bat Grenade. You can keep your Batarang and shark repellent. If I were Batman, all I'd carry would be a sack of these babies. Hey, the Bat Creed said I wouldn't use a gun. It never said anything about incendiary devices. Just imagine the look on the Joker's face when I stuff one of these in his mouth. Who's laughing now? Eat, drink, and be Batman. Robin says to drink milk. In fact, if he were here right now, he'd tell you to pour yourself a nice tall glass from this Bat-sanctioned carton. In fact, you can add some to your cereal, also with a Bat seal of approval. It's coated with sugar to give you all the pow, fuck, and wham you need. Don't like milk? Who does? How about a nice bat juice? Don't worry, it's just soda pop flavored with bats. Nothing weird to see here. Have one with your peanut butter sandwich made with wholesome vitamin-enriched white bread. And why not chase it with a few scoops of ice cream? Holy insulin shock, Batman! Batman Water Pistol. The internet has made many previously unnoticed items legendary, and few can compare with the Batman Water Pistol. This questionably designed item went from relative obscurity to one of the most chuckled over bat items ever produced, and understandably so. From the placement of the trigger to where you fill it with water, it's a masterclass example in how not to market a superhero. Unless you think Bats was the only one to suffer this indignity, his pal Popeye got the same treatment. Well, blow me down. Batman Sneakers. Kicks. It seems every day they're harder to find, but in the 1960s, the best place to get them was Randy. No, not that Randy, the shoe manufacturer. In 1966, Randy made the official Batman sneaker. Bet you didn't even know there was such a thing. Oh yeah, and the presentation will blow your mind. Dig this box featuring a cutout mask and flicker ring with every pair. Bling like this means instant street cred. That's right, Randy's got the goods, and they let you know it in no uncertain terms. I mean, this box is more exciting than my entire day so far. Issued in basic black to match all of your crime-fighting gear, I wager, for one moment, these sneakers made every kid feel like a superhero. Heck, if they made them today, I'd be the first in line. Say, do you have these in a 10.5 wide with arch support? Randy! All right. Hey, why not, huh? Next, we're going to look at some new finds. That's right. I went to my local comic book store, that's Oddities Entertainment, in downtown Pittsburgh. If you happen to be in beautiful downtown Pittsburgh, make sure you stop at Oddities Entertainment for all the best in comics, toys, LPs, and more. That's Oddities. I stopped on down there. What did I find this week? Well, it's funny that you asked. Right off the bat, I've seen a lot of these Boris Karloff covers online. I've always loved the artwork, these wonderful fully painted covers. What do we have going on here? He discovered the monster of the launching pad was himself. That's right. That's phenomenal. I'm excited to be able to add this to my collection of books. I happen to fish this out of the dollar bin as well. So, got a little competition there, fellas. Yes, you do. We got another Boris Karloff. Oh, yeah, that's right. And it's the thing called Ilona. Actually, I think I dated her. She's a very nice girl. She's got what they call the Innsmouth look, but, you know, I've come to appreciate that. Then I found this. It's a coverless cutie. That's right. I think this may be a copy of Marvelous Tales. Marvelous Tales? Marvel Tales. it could be a Marvel collector's item issue. What do we have here? We've got the Mighty Thor versus the Executioner. We've got Spidey meets the Wizard, and then we have the Astonishing Ant-Man and Betrayed by the Ants. So I was thrilled to add that to my collection. I may even have a copy of that with a cover, but for 75 cents, I couldn't go wrong. That's right. Then we're going to move into some Archies, because, hey, apparently I'm obsessed with this kind of stuff. My name is Veronica. My name is Betty. What some girls won't do to get around the law. Wow! I'll be sure to check that one out real soon. Next up, Archie's joke books. And, look like the lads are in for some serious injury. But hey, the girls will get a laugh out of it at any rate, as they always do. Then we have, apparently someone didn't think this one was funny enough, so they added some text of their own. Larry, can we get a close-up of that? Yeah, stay in school, kid. We'll call you. All right. But hey, for 20 cents, I was going to take that book home with me. Who knows? That could be like a young Carl Reiner, honing his chops. Young Carl Reiner. When was that? 1927? All right. Archie's joke book. Hey, it's Archie's laughing joke book. What could they possibly be trying to tie this in with, huh? And, on the back, here's an opportunity to make money and prizes for those of you folks who have recently lost your jobs due to the health catastrophe that we're all experiencing. Hey, maybe try and sell Christmas cards. Why not? It's February. I don't think you're going to have much in the way of competition. God knows. What's next? Oh, this is a nice big old Archie's pals and gals, and it looks like Mr. Weatherby has gotten a black eye. And Archie has assaulted Mr. Weatherby, as he often does, and I'm guessing that kid's going to get away with it, too. You got rich parents, you can get away with anything. It's a crime, I tell you, a crime! Then here's a big old Archie annual, and things are going psychedelic in the 20th issue. Archie Giant right here. I think the Archie search for the new sound is getting out of hand. That's right. And just wait until you try the punch. A lot of sugar cubes in there, boy. Let me tell you. And not the kind that Mr. Ed likes. No, sir. Reggie's Wise Guy Jokes. And, we've recently made note of the fact that Midge, a little bit shameless, a little bit aggressive. You got your Veronica, who's sexy, sultry, but, a little distant. You got your Betty, who's sweet and innocent and fairly accessible. And then you got your Midge, who, that is truly the forbidden fruit there. And Reggie's about to be brutally assaulted by Big Moose. The kind of stuff that we thought was funny back then and now, huh? All right, well, we're done with comics, but we're certainly not done with, I'll go on in there, fellas. Let's not be like that. Let's not be like that. We're certainly not done with our new finds, because I happened to check the magazine section at Oddities. Oddities has a massive magazine section, and they have a whole big pile of dollar magazines. What did I find? Well, I found a whole bunch of scary monsters. That's right. This is Triple Terror issue number 21. And we got, what's in here? An interview with the Faceless Man, the woman who met the man from Planet X, and Hammer's Frankenstein. Now, I missed these the first time around, and boy, did I really miss out, because these things are phenomenal. They're almost like a Famous Monsters annual in every issue, because they're just chock full of wonderful images and a lot of information. In addition to that, there's even a comics section. How cool is that? That's right. It's Scary Monsters magazine. And like I said, this is issue 21. Then I got issue 23. What do we have here? issue 46, with this fantastic Lon Chaney Jr. Wolfman cover. Then we have, it's the freaky 40th issue. It's so freaky they're out of order. Larry, I thought I asked you to put these things in order. Is anyone looking for a job as producer? Because, boy, I sure could use one. This one is all about the women at Hammer, featuring the cutest woman of all. Who is that? Peter Cushing. He's adorable. I love him in a nice summer dress. And what do we have here? It's all about the Monster Bash from 2003, and that's a wonderful painted cover. Issues are starting to get a little bit thinner right now, but still a lot of really cool stuff, including lots of cool full-page images to hang up on your teenage wall in your teenage bedroom with your teenage red light. That's absolutely correct. There's even more. It's the Village of the Damned. And we're going to wrap up our fine section with a few books that I found waiting for me at Ides. That's right, these were lurking on the shelves. I happened to find Fletcher Hanks' I Shall Destroy All the Civilized Planets. And along with that, I found You Shall Die by Your Own Evil Creation. Now, these books came out in 2007 and 2009, respectively, and I believe this is the complete collection of the work of Fletcher Hanks. Love 'em or hate 'em, it's great to be able to have all of these hard-to-find comics under 2 covers. Well, 4 covers, technically. But I was thrilled to have them, add them to the Old Guys Who Like Old Comics archives, and hopefully we'll be looking at Fletcher Hanks in a future Comics for Breakfast. All right, we're going to wrap things up with group art. That's right, you didn't mishear. The Old Guys Who Like Old Comics have countless wonderful artists, creators whose work deserves some sort of platform. We're going to take the opportunity right now to show you some of that wonderful work. Take it away. Show the clips, Larry. Larry? I think he's gone. He may have been offended by all of the comedic back and forth. It's just a joke. Larry? Well, I can drop that stuff in and we'll just cut back to me afterwards, I guess. We begin with a lovely piece by Lewis Stanley. I quite like this. It's the sort of place I enjoy hanging out. You know, when the hobbits don't chase me off. Next, here's a cool little sequence from OG Supreme Chuck Johnson. Potent imagery and instantly identifiable iconography leave little doubt as to who this is all about. Dig this groovy Doctor Strange piece by Larry Johnson. A mean, moody, and magnificent representation of the good doctor, and I'm really digging the colors here. Hot on its heels, here's a wonderful tribute to both Betty Page and Harley Quinn by Colin Russell. Colin did a great job of capturing the playfulness of both, with especially lively eyes. Here's a nifty little sketch from the files of Jack Fetterman. Hey, that's a pretty slick costume. I'd love to see what it looks like from the front. Woodworking artist extraordinaire Brian Pruitt shared this sketch of a character he finds compelling, the chronologically compulsive curmudgeon known as the Clock. Holy C-lister, Batman! Next up, a truly striking image of Paradise Island's own Wonder Woman by artist Eric Muller. From what I understand, this image actually saw print, and justifiably so. Powerful stuff. Speaking of power, no one is stronger than the Hulk. Dig this Kirby-rific representation of old Greenskin by artist Mark Wright. Mark really nailed the malevolence present in those early Hulks. Looks like he's gonna reach out and grab ya. And when it comes to Kirby, one just isn't enough. So here's an infernal illustration of Kirby's own demon prince, Etrigan, from artist Roland Austin. This one really sends me to hell. Hot on its heels is this evocative and haunting piece from Stephen Della Maggiore. I love this. It'd be perfectly at home on a paperback horror novel from the 1970s. It's creepy and yet oddly sympathetic.
Mark Engblom didn't submit this poem about Superman's best friend, Bizarro. Me not like the little details like tattered patches and exposed toe. Engblom didn't capture Bizarro's likeness perfectly.
Next up, Matt Large offers this fantastic little image of Luca Torelli from Torpedo 1936. Matt does a fine job echoing Jordy Bennett's wry characterization. Looks like Luca's about to machine gun the place. And talking about guns, here's a character you don't often see toting one. It's Catwoman by Mike Baker. Man, as if shredding my upholstery and spraying my work boots wasn't bad enough, now cats have guns? We're doomed. No, wait, we're saved! Here comes Batman in the Bat Buggy. This fun piece comes to us from the button-down mind of Guy Statz, who's channeling a bit of that Big Daddy Roth fun. This image would make the basis for a great modeling kit. Here's a moody piece from Michael Clifton. I'm not sure who this guy is, but it's certainly a striking image. Working art up from black is quite a trick, but it's a powerful and effective tool Michael uses to great advantage. Laird Ogden offers up this bit of fun a la 2001. Instead of that bone, if that monkey had only picked up a banana, how different things would be. I like this a lot. It's atmospheric, but not overly serious. Keith Hollingsworth made it in just under the wire with these 3 striking Joker paintings. Great attention to detail here. He even got Cesar Romero's creepy little mustache right. Cool stuff. Wrapping things up, here's a piece I've been waiting to show you. I've been rat-finked! This great illustration comes to us from one of my favorite artists, Warren Muzak. Warren's work has appeared on the show before. He's even done a t-shirt for us. I'm thrilled to work with Warren and hope to reveal an exciting new project we've got going soon. Fantastic stuff. That's right, group art from the old guys who like old comics. I'd like to thank everyone who participated in this particular episode. It was great to see your art. We'll do it again real soon. Thank you for joining us on this episode, this very special episode. It turns out it's very special because my producer walked off the set. But hey, we'll see what we can do. We'll put an ad in the paper. I'm guessing a lot of folks are looking for gigs right now. I'm not going to stress about it. I feel pretty good about it. For Having a Drink with Mink, I'm your host, Jason Mink, and I hope to see you at Sunday for Comics for Breakfast.